the strange thing with film is it's hard to project or say like I'm gonna do this next, because so much of it is like if the finances come in, like I had to raise over $50,000 to make this film.
I'm not even going to talk about your awards that you've won. You can go right ahead. I don't want to be that.
For the Sound of Southside, we won Best Feature Film, Best Love Story at the Hip Hop Film Festival in Harlem.
Come on, crazy.
We won Best Feature Film at the Urban Film Festival in Miami.
But I want to do an action film. I want to play a superhero.
Get the blicky.
I want to play a boxer. I want to be in the Marvel movies. I want to do things that are going to challenge me physically.
Yes.
Like, I want to jump off a building. Like,
Do it now, because when you get older, you cannot do it.
Nah, don't say that. Tom Cruise out here climbing on airplanes and helicopters. He's 60,000 years old.
Yeah, Tom Cruise battle. That's you. Come through on the couch, Tom.
He's more physical.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This is On the Couch podcast. Here with my brothers, Ems, the older one, Jada Prez, and brother from another mother.
Yes, sir.
This tall motherfucker. T Hunt, Tyrel Hunt.
Appreciate you for having me.
Of course. This is a family podcast, man. It's what we do. And you black. But anyway. Nah. So again, this is Tyrel Hunt. So he is a phenomenal artist. Let's put it that way. He has an art and he knows what he's doing. He has his life in front of him. But he started, if I'm correct, you started during COVID, generally speaking.
Started with the filmmaking thing?
The writing.
I've been doing that pretty much my whole life. I started with this process, the Sound of Southside, during COVID, though.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So like, that was a horrible time for most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have some ties to COVID that destroyed most of, what we saw as life, because our pops passed during COVID. It's so good, man. I appreciate that. But it was a time for a lot of people to like kind of reflect on what they truly hold in priority wise. Like it makes you understand who you are a little bit more. Mm-hmm. So how did you like traverse that? Because like it's and you've been with Amanda for a while, and Amanda's obvious. Oh, you guys don't know, but she's right off.
Shout out Amanda.
She's also in the film that we're going to talk about in a second. Sound of Southside. That shit's nice. But how was that transition from doing because you were writing for a long time, but how does that transition from writing into something that you truly put your heart and soul to, which is the Sound of Southside, which is on Amazon right now? Please don't be a zero, be a hero.
Yeah. So right before COVID, I was actually working on another film project. It was called Naima. It was going to be a whole totally different film. And like a lot of people, COVID shut down what we were doing and shut down everything. And I lost a lot of money during that process because, you put up money, you pay everybody, you pay for the locations up front and all of that. So I was a little depressed, family members sick and all of that stuff. So one day I was talking to my dad, and he was asking me, when am I going to pick up with the filming and stuff? This is when, this is during the heat of COVID, but he was asking me, like, looking ahead, when am I going to pick up with filming? And I was like, I don't think I want to do that story anymore. It felt kind of dated. It was what I wanted to do in 2019, but I was kind of thinking like, what I want to do now. So since I couldn't film anything, I started thinking about writing a novel. So I came up with this story, The Sound of Southside, and it was based a lot about what I was just experiencing on a day-to-day, because I work at an art center. I'm working with jazz musicians every day. Okay. So just being in their presence, being on Jamaica Avenue and stuff like that, I started putting together the story. I started writing the novel. And then I was also at the same time applying for grants, trying to get funding, because I knew I wanted to make a film. So it just so happened, as things were kind of clearing up with COVID, I ended up having some funding, so it ended up being both the book and the film.
Yeah. That's insane.
So both kind of developed in like a parallel trajectory.
Yeah, both happened at the same time. I was writing the book, I was writing the script, and I was also trying to think of what budget I needed and all of that. I was applying for a bunch of grants because I knew that eventually when it cleared up, like I feel like I'm a filmmaker first, so I wanted to make it into a film.
Okay, that's nice.
So it ended up working out at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely. Is it so you just by happenstance the transfers through all those mediums at the same time?
Yeah.
So what do you think made you do that? Would have been the filmmaker being 1st and seeing writing as secondary? What would make you say, you know what? Let me do a treatment, a book, and a film at the same time. You know?
Yeah, I think it's just me, like you said, wanting to be a filmmaker first. And also, like, I believed in the story to the point where I was like, I want to monetize it in as many ways as possible. So the book would be one, but I just saw it as this world where, like, a lot of artists who I look up to, they build a world around what they do. So it's not just like one thing. Like let's say Tyler, the Creator, for example, he'll put out a song, then put out, you know, the video, the clothes, and everything is cohesive. So that's something that I tried to do with this project.
Makes sense. It's visible.
That makes a lot of sense. So how long did that process, like, because you spoke about doing them both parallel. Did that take you to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it?
How long did it take me to
make
just,
that decision? Was it something that you just did and said, you know what, I'm just gonna just jump into it?
I think what helped was, at first I was kind of just flirting with the idea of writing a book. So I'll write a chapter, because the idea of writing the book and the film and everything, it would be intimidating if I just said I'm just going to do all of this at once. It was kind of like I just entered the idea of doing it. I would just write a chapter and see how it goes, write 2 chapters. And before I know it, I'm like, I think I can do the whole thing. So I kept pushing at that. And then as I was writing, I would see it visually and I'm like, I need to make this a film too. So it was like, I kind of just kept stumbling into, you know, what would happen next. But it wasn't like I set out to do everything from the beginning.
That's typically the art process. Like even when we talk about music, I always say, I always have the video in mind way before the finished song would even come.
Exactly.
Right.
I would do that because I write, arrange, sing, and stuff like that. I would do, if I'm writing a song, me personally, I would do stage first because I would stage. You know, most things you start in church, right? I was on stage for 15 years before I went in the studio once.
Right. Okay.
So if I go to actually sit and write a song in the studio, I'm thinking stage first. I'm thinking like the spaces between the words. Yeah. Also, I can enunciate and breathe between takes. Right. You know. So I'm thinking of a stage show while writing the song. Before I'm even thinking about putting it on iTunes or Apple Music, I'm thinking about singing it live, and then while doing it live and in that envisioning space, there goes your video. You know? So when you said that, I'm like, we can just immediately feel how that can happen organically. The hardest part would be saying to go do it.
Exactly. Yeah, I think a lot of artists should know that. Is like, there's no one way to do anything, and there's no one process. Like you might stumble into something and you know, figure out a different lane. So even now, when I'm thinking of different ideas and stuff like that, I don't know where the inspiration is going to come from. So whether it's a conversation you hear in passing that could just change the whole trajectory of like, oh, I need to go this way with it. So I just try to stay as open and just as open and as available for inspiration as I can. Yeah.
When was the last time that happened? Because that's a funny thing. Because I think that happens to me like semi-regularly. Right. But I have a shorter form content, so that's easier. Like if I hear something, I'll just stop completely what I'm doing. And would you have to do something similar?
Yeah. So this place I work at a place called Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning. It's like a art center in Queens. And sometimes we go on like trips to different art organizations and stuff. So recently we went to Harlem to visit this one artist's studio. And we were talking with him and just getting a gauge of his artistic process. And while he was talking, like I was texting my wife Amanda, and I was like, "Ooh, I got an idea for the next film," because like his story and like just his day to day of like trying to get sales and just the life of an artist. I was like, oh, he's a character, and like I started thinking of different subplots and all of that. So that's something that I didn't go there expecting to get inspiration from, but you know, it just happens that way.
that's usually that inspirational work.
Right.
It's never planned.
Yeah.
So, quick question about the film, like, and how long did that because I know it. I remember you said, because I watched the stuff you put on Instagram.
Yeah.
How long did that process take in shooting that film?
So the shooting process is actually the shortest part. That only took like 9 days. I took 1 week off from work, and we shot every day of that week, and then we just did one additional weekend, and we were done. But the long process is actually the before and after. So it's like the pre-production, where you're doing the casting, the locations, you're coming up with the budget, and trying to get everybody to buy in and rehearse and all of that stuff. And then the post is, since I edit my own stuff, that takes a long time too, and getting the music and all that stuff. So it like that short window of shooting was the quickest part, but it was everything else that took like a whole year. So yeah.
So how long did it take to get all of the music together?
That took a few months. I was working with somebody named a dope musician named Stephen Fowler. Okay. He put the music, the score together, and we would bounce ideas also. So he would send me something, and I'm like, that's not it, whatever. But one time he sent me like the exact sound that like I was like, this is it. And once he got that, he was off to the races. So it took us a few months to really lock in on what it sounded like.
Yeah, because I did like the sound of the film. Because I'm big on that. People don't pay attention about the scores.
Yeah, it's really. If he talks about. When we talk about movie, he does. Like, it's the first thing. It is. It actually tells most of the story without you even saying anything.
You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
So that, I really like that part of the film. I really did. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost guaranteed when you're looking at the rough cut of your film, when it doesn't have the music or anything, you're gonna be like, this is trash. Right.
Wait. Let's start this over. Hold up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. I wish people paid attention to that more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And not think too far away from that, but it's so important.
Yeah, the sound, the music,
that the jazz feeling of in films.
Right.
It's just like. It does something different.
It does
than any other type of.
We've actually never seen true, like, well, I shouldn't say never, but in big films, there's no real jazz representation.
Yeah, not recently. Definitely not recently.
Yeah. It's definitely older movies. I would even say the last time I've seen any jazz representation in any good way was Collateral with Jamie Foxx.
That's a minute. Yeah.
That moment in that, oh my God, that moment in that movie, bro, when Tom was talking to, I can't remember that dude's name, but that dude is like the light skin dude. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about. If I know who I'm talking about, please just put dodge that motherfucker down. And that movie, that whole scene just felt like it was like everything wrapped around just that scene,
right?
For some strange reason.
I gotta rewatch that. I know which movie you're talking about.
Yeah,
I gotta rewatch the jazz part because I don't remember.
It's beautiful because they start talking about Coltrane, who you mentioned quite often.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I mean, so what is your like? Because Jay will sit here all day and talk about who's your man again?
Mr. Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, you gotta say Mr. Christopher Nolan.
we gotta go over the stuff about the movie first, like the movie, because I want to go over.
Tell
your favorite character.
Go ahead.
In the movie and why. We start with y'all.
In the outside?
We start with y'all. Yeah.
Both of you.
Oh man.
He's talking about
Who's your favorite character and why?
All right,
you can shoot right over. Yeah, here we go.
Hi. My favorite character is Afeni because she's fabulous.
Okay.
And in my mind, she is the heart of the film.
Okay. Say less. Okay. The point at the end, that was what made it.
Exclamation point.
That's an exclamation point. See it.
Yes, I'll start with Afeni as well. Just
kind of married here, so.
So much of the character came from her and like the conversations that we would have about like her immigrant journey and all of that stuff. So that was important to keep that in there. But just because she said that, I'll give you one more. The character Nazir, who was the one you see playing at the very end.
Yes.
He's my favorite character because to me, I made him like a human embodiment of jazz music. So that's why he goes through his struggles and all that stuff.
Breaking down.
Phoenix
rising.
Yeah, at the end, you see he's still pushing forward and all of that stuff. So
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah. So I told the actor, like, while we was prepping for it, I was like, you represent the music, like.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So shout out to Tyrel. He played that role well. He's a first time actor too. Oh yeah. So how I found that actor, he wasn't even an actor. He was just a jazz musician. This was like 2019. He was doing a gig in Harlem. And I went to it and I just saw that he had a natural charisma about him. This is before I had the script or anything. Yeah.
The smoke with the shades on.
Right. Yeah.
Him right there.
Yeah. So it literally took me 2 years to find this dude because I didn't know his name or anything, but I would just show people pictures and all that stuff, and then eventually, we ended up connecting. That's my guy.
Crazy.
That's
crazy. Like, right. For the night, like, yo, what? Where is he?
That's fire.
That's fire. Oh, man.
Okay, so like, I always wondered, like, where did you, for casting wise, was that a difficult? Was that like a journey to do the casting?
Definitely, especially the people who play musicians, because
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And a lot of movies they can afford to have actors pretend to play because they have people on set telling them what to. I had to actually hire people who can play.
Yes.
So it was really difficult. The lead actor, we did like a big citywide search trying to find somebody who could play the sax. And shout out to James. He ended up checking those boxes. So it was difficult. But a lot of the other actors who weren't musicians, those are actors from my first film. So we kind of kept the family together too.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It does.
I mean, I'm proud to say I definitely have watched it a few times. Yeah, and it was, when you watch a movie, you kind of focus on different part of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did that.
And how can I put this? The shots that you use, it's very different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I hate to say this, mainly because you're black. But it just reminded me of Spike. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, Amanda. I'm sorry. But when I saw it, I was like, this motherfucker. But it's like Spike with like a different twist on it.
It feels real.
It feels real. Thank you.
Let me do this.
Yeah.
Because I'm sitting watching it. Because I did a couple of times. But my character, to go back, nobody would probably say, is Rich.
Rich?
Okay. I say Rich because I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, this is nice. Everybody did a good job. I hated him.
Yeah.
Every time I saw Rich, I wanted to punch him in his face. Yeah. I realized by the third watch, I was like, yo, what? He's not even him in real life. Like if I see him, I'll square up with him like, yo, what you want, bro? Like, he's like, alone.
Right.
He's like, and then I'm like, oh, he really got me in my bag. He ain't do nothing to nobody.
That's facts. That's funny. I said the same thing. I said the same thing.
After like the first two, everybody did a good job. Everybody was cool. Malachi was good. Feeney was great. The councilman. Riley, I didn't like him too, but I didn't hate him. I hated Rich.
Shout out to Justin.
But he did actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. Acting wise, I was like,
he put on.
He did, unless that's him in real life. Yeah. Okay. I was like, yo, this dude is an asshole, bro. I was like, bro, he's trying to uplift his community, bro.
You out here trying to get him lined up, like,
bro. I'm like, yeah. And when he turned the corner, when he was, when homeboy got him jumped by that big dude. When he turned the corner, he was like, I was like, this motherfucker. I was like, you was behind this, bro. I was like, you on the ass. I was like, he turned the corner, so I was like, yo, I'm gonna punch this nigga in the face. If I see him, I'll punch him in the face. But yeah,
shout out to
like him and Sabine.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was like, man, I was like a Ken and Ryu character.
Yeah.
Like right down the middle, like all the things you would like and dislike of a main character that you would expect. Sabine was like all the way left.
Right.
He was just raw. He's ready to get shot in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like the Feeney pulled out more than you meant me out of like Malachi. Maybe more likable. Because I didn't like Malachi. I was like, you from the hood, you're not supposed to be acting like this. You in the clouds, like a little.
You seem kind of naive.
Super naive. You from right here. I need to get this together. Like, you know what I mean? And then Sabine was just like, yo, I'm outside and I know we outside. So.
Yeah, it's funny that the way I wrote it was like I didn't know if I was gonna have a trained actor play Malachi because I was like, he got to play the saxophone. So I was like, I can't give him too much because I don't know if like whoever ends up acting is gonna be able to handle all of that. So I was like, I got to make the supporting characters like the more interesting ones because I knew they were gonna be trained actors. But
he was really good though.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah, he ended up holding it down. But yeah, Rich, me and the actor who played Rich, Justin Kirkland, we met through basketball. He went to Christ the King, I went to Cardozo, so we was at rival schools. But yeah, he went on to be an actor, and we ended up reconnecting that way. So that's my guy. He's been in all my stuff.
That's what's up.
I would get really good at the game.
Now, who? Because now that you mentioned you went to high school with, you used to play against dude. When I saw Kyle, I mean, this is between me and you. When I saw Kyle, because I'm like, yo, is that Kyle, bro? Kyle Evans, what's up, bro? My guy, what's good? I was like, yo, it's Kyle, bro. I haven't seen him in so long. That's a really random thought, but I had to talk to you about that when I saw you. What made you want to definitely do it in South Jamaica? And everything wasn't shot in South Jamaica.
Yeah, it was shot in surrounding areas. There was a lot of Jamaica Avenue stuff. What I tried to do as a producer who didn't have a lot of money was I tried to find locations where I could shoot 4 or 5 things on one day. So that's why we shot a lot on Jamaica Avenue. The art center that I mentioned I work at, so all the classroom scenes, all the performance scenes, all of that was at where I work, and they allowed me to shoot there for free. And then we would step out on Jamaica Avenue and get the exterior shots. So it was a lot of like, where can I get multiple scenes in one day? Most of that was on Jamaica Avenue. But whoever's from Queens, they're gonna see a lot of familiar places.
I see the local horns. I was like, yo, boy,
Right.
My mom, when because I mean my mom watched it, obviously. Okay. When she was watching it, she was like, "Oh, VIP records." I was like, "Yeah." She's mad Jamaican for no reason, by the way. Yeah. She can't help it, bro. She cannot help it. She tries. She's a teacher. She's a science teacher, so she tries though. But she does, bro. She knows. You're right. So I mean, like, what is you and Amanda? Because Amanda, you are an actual actor. What is your movie interest? Like, what is your actual movie interest?
You want to go first?
As in, like, what I would like to be in, what I like to see.
Actually, both. Because I want to actually. I was gonna be my next question. But like, as far as what do you like to view? Like, what do you like to see? And does any of that actually?
Yeah, is there a crossover between what you see and what you would want to be in?
Right. Thank you.
That's a good question. What I like to see is always a mixture of like style and substance. So it's one thing if it's just substance and it's an important story, but if you're not telling that in a stylish way and some sort of like, you're not putting your own artistic license on it, then it's not really, I can watch it, but I probably won't rewatch it. It's just a one-time thing. And then the same thing is reversed. If it's just too much style, but you're not really saying nothing, it's probably a one-time watch. But if it's a mixture of both, that's why I really like Spike's work, because if you just break it down into what he's saying, like it's substance, but then the way he's doing it is so like,
it's so crazy. It's extra sauce.
3s and 4s on, like
right.
It took me like 30 years to figure out that they was on the dolly card.
Right.
How you do? You know what I mean? Like, and he's back. He's got with the whole team, and then it's fire.
So that kind of filmmaking is my preference.
Go ahead, Amanda. Amanda, the actress.
I have to come hear it.
Yeah, get in there, bro.
Okay, so.
Perfecto.
Hi. What I love to watch, Ty makes fun of me. I love to watch simple things. I guess you can say simple things. I like watching things that make me feel good. I love comedy. I love comedy because I'm like, the world is already so hard. When I'm trying to escape into television or film, I like things that will just make me feel like,
like an escape. Escape, a true escape.
Yeah. But with that being said, though, I do, dibble and dabble in the things that he likes as well, because I want to like verse myself. I want to know what's going on, and I want to be trained outside of school. But like my favorite film is Mo Better Blues by Spike Lee. That's like my favorite film.
This is
talk about it. Come on, man.
See how this is organically. We're not writing nothing down. Ain't no red light going off. How you just going into things that we supposed to go into?
Literally.
Just organically. We just rolling into this is perfect.
Yeah.
No, that's supposed to. No, this is.
Yeah.
We go with the interest, and you went right into the next.
Yeah, like I love that film so much.
That's
I bought it
fire.
on YouTube so I can watch it over and over again. Because I'm one of those people. I like to watch. If I like something, I'm gonna watch it over and over again. And my other favorite film is Dancehall Queen because Jamaican cinema is important.
Yo, you lucky I paid for this shit. I would if I ain't paid for this shit, I would do this shit. Oh my god.
Come on.
Yeah, so that's the type of stuff I love to watch. Anything with Jamaican people. If
Like
it
my
has
mom
Jamaican people in it, I am watching it. And I'm telling everybody to go watch it so we can get more of it.
Yes.
And anything comedic.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Mel.
In regards to the, I was going to talk about what they were saying, like how that I loved how that just happened. It's like
It's classic though. That's most of the reason why.
Interesting things. Are we going into the what your favorite things are?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely go to favorites. As far as like, I want to actually talk about movies, direction, and acting, because again, Tyrel does everything you do behind the camera. This motherfucker has done, and he does it. He clearly does it extremely well. He is. I'm not even going to talk about your awards that you've won. You can go right ahead. I don't want to be that.
For the Sound of Southside, we won Best Feature Film, Best Love Story at the Hip Hop Film Festival in Harlem.
Come on,
crazy.
We won Best Feature Film at the Urban Film Festival in Miami. What else?
Come on.
We won.
He said, "What else?"
That's all we hear, baby. The old man off camera is very telling. Like, yo,
He said, "Hey,
I don't got the list."
But I said to you, I said I don't want to say it because I think to be honest with you, I think we should be proud of what we accomplished.
Yeah,
of course.
We have to actually say it out loud. And I tell people all the time, you have to strive to want to be better than you were the day before, but you have to be proud of it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That. Just say that shit, man. When I curse, we curse a lot when we was on the court.
Right.
But say that shit, man. This was huge. This is huge for me. But when I watched it, I was like, this dude. He put his whole leg, foot. He jumped inside of the film like. He was in the film twice. So he's hot. I was like, I see that movie. But as far as like, give me your. I always want to do top fives. Okay,
We're gonna start with.
Since this is,
I want to go movies. I want to.
Since this is.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
This is his love child.
Yeah.
Let's go people that create. So directors, writers.
Directors. Okay.
Thank you.
Damn, that's tough. So like I said, I got to put Spike Lee as one of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like, y'all heard of the Coen brothers?
Of course.
I've heard.
Yeah. So the Coen brothers are super dope. So the film I'm writing now is like really inspired by them. The one I said I was inspired by, the artist who I met.
Yeah.
So the Coen brothers are really dope. And this isn't just directors. This is just creators.
Directors or writers. Yeah.
Directors, writers.
I mean, usually they're hand in hand.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino is one.
Okay.
He's another one who's super stylish. Like his style.
That's right on my top.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese is another one.
He's a goat.
Yeah. And let me see. Ryan Coogler.
Oh yes, I was happy.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this motherfucker gonna say it.
Yeah. Ryan Coogler was probably the first person who I was like, oh, nah, I got to try to do this. Because when I remember like playing college basketball and sitting in a dorm room and seeing his interviews, and like he didn't sound like everybody else sounded. Like
he's straight west side.
Yeah.
But he's so intelligent.
Yeah, he's so intelligent. Yeah, but so yeah, I've been following his career since like his first like short film, because I remember he went to Sundance with that, and I seen his interview on YouTube, and I just been following his career. So the way that he's grown is that's a big inspiration for me.
Fantastic, yeah. That is a huge. I think Ryan Coogler, to me, he exemplifies go get it.
Yeah.
Because where he came from, as he said, he's so intelligent, and you don't see people that can walk in both lanes, go into both of these types of arenas
with impunity,
and shine. And I can't so I'm a weirdo sometimes, and they do the same thing. So we watch the director's, not the director's cut, but the director starts to talk about what they thought about in this scene and why they chose this in this scene.
Right.
When you watch the Black Panther one with Ryan Coogler, that made me happy to have seen it.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about the little strange nuances that he puts into the movie.
Yeah.
Like when Denai, Chadwick, and Lupita, they were going into that club. And the colors. I swear to God, that had to have been one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
It's like, for like a creative, Ryan Coogler for a creative, if I was to speak for that group, he's like almost the epitome of what you'd want to be. Because he's like, as a person coming from a space, everybody's well read in this room. I know you heard at least once that you're smart for this or good for that. Ryan Coogler bats that door down because he sounds like, yo, I took this scene out because didn't want to do that. But then you know what I mean? But he's doing that with words with 4 syllables in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it makes you don't have to put on your white voice to put in that language. You don't have to do that. Ryan Coogler making more money than them. He's more famous than them. He looked better than them. He's more successful than them. And he sounds like he's from down the bay.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put that on
never
the
changed him.
Yeah.
No.
You can tell he's like, my personal life is here and the work is
No, it's cool. This platform is everything is organic, bro. We do not it does not matter. But you're absolutely correct.
I agree.
Like Ron Coogler is by far, to me, one of the best writers directors I've ever seen in the last 40 years.
Hang out with him.
Yeah.
I don't mean, we could go out and go eat.
Right,
No, but
like a real,
which is true.
You know what I mean?
But I've never seen so. But he looks like me too, and that's the part that makes me happy to be a part of it.
But
right?
that what he's saying is the exact that humanity that you get from him is what makes his movies great.
Yeah.
That's real.
He's not acting better than.
I'm not sure if Martin Scorsese was like that at his age. You know what I'm saying? I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I can't say that because you don't see that.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I could see Ryan Coogler is a down to earth person. Like he's
a regular guy.
Yeah.
Right.
But he's lit though. He's not a middle of the classroom kid. He's a lit guy. I'm smart.
Yep.
I'm drippy. I do my work. Like he's talking about picking the languages in the clothing. He said he went to like how many different diasporas to like, yo, I took this from Nigeria. I took that from Mali. I took that from this. You know what I mean? While in a Prada suit, sounding like he just came from a swap meet.
Right. Yeah. No, that's real.
You know what I mean?
Shop at the swap meet, they can sound like that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's so dope to just
not an overeducated voice. Because
he just, you can be articulate, you can be smart, but you can be you.
Just be you.
The most important thing, you can still be you.
Yeah. And him, especially him as a student athlete too, he inspired me because I knew he played D1 sports, and then
I didn't know he was D1. I know he was an athlete.
He was a D1 football player.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then
I did not know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think like a lot of people who grow up playing sports, it's like that's all you know, to the point where when you're done with it, you don't really know what to do. So the fact that he was able to find that other thing to pour into it, exactly. Right. That was like, oh, okay, like there's something else out there. So
and early too.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you. First of all, who don't know Tyrel? I mean, you know him from being a published author, a filmmaker. But he cooks motherfuckers on a basketball court. Let me know right now, bro. If I ever had him in the league, and I don't even want to say that league's name. I ain't trying to get impressed. I'm just joking. But this motherfucker, it's like 40. It just felt. It looked easy. Like I used to say, this motherfucker was like T-Mac. Like he was like a short version of T-Mac. It's good to see athletes find a venture and not take too long to do it. That's the difference. Because a lot of people, they find it super late. And then they only have it for 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
But then also be good at it.
And also be good at it.
You can do whatever. They got the money to do anything. I ain't
that's
keep it a
true.
bean. Y'all not good at half that stuff, right?
Exactly.
So it's nice. He's good at it. Yeah, he's good at it. Like you're good with the things you're doing. Because they got, these guys got unlimited resources. Everybody want to do everything, but that don't make y'all good at it.
Exactly.
Actually good.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta put that out there because these guys want to do everything. I ain't gonna go nobody in. I ain't got enough money to do that yet. But I do. He gonna be on the grill. Like y'all do everything.
If you happen to take offense, you probably who I'm talking about.
Y'all be doing everything. Y'all should be sitting down, practicing on that jump shot. You know what I mean? But you're actually really good at it.
So about like let's say like top 5 actors.
Top 5 actors. A lot of the actors I like are not the like leading men, but the type of people who like when they're in it, like they can completely transform. So Giancarlo Esposito.
That's a that guy.
Yeah,
That's a that guy.
He's him because whatever he does, he completely becomes
Changes
somebody
the whole
else.
scene.
Yes, I initially knew him because I love Spike Lee's movies or whatever.
Of course.
Yeah.
He's been in it since he was 25.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then to see him transform and be in Breaking Bad and just be a complete cold, sinister person. Like,
And he was in Star Wars.
Yeah. I didn't see that.
Completely different.
Word.
That's an actual actor, but go ahead.
Him, with Jeffrey Wright is the same thing.
You gotta say
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm about to break this table.
Right.
Yes.
Let me see.
I know he gotta say to people.
Yeah, he's another one. I don't know if y'all hip on Wendell Pierce. He was in The Wire. He's actually in
that was the dude. What's he in?
He's in Raising Kanan right now.
His name doesn't sound familiar.
When you see him, you'll know.
You'll
him.
know he's okay.
And honestly, I gotta show love to 2 actors who I work with. One is my wife Amanda, because she breathes life into everything that I write and just makes it so much better. And the other one is Justin Kirkland, the guy who played Rich. So yeah,
that's beautiful. I appreciate that.
Yes, I think that's important
really
to
good.
to make sure that
We're not blowing smoke. They really good.
Yeah, man.
So that'll be my 5 right there.
Okay. Wait, what would you say, Amanda? You could talk to us.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to, my bad. I ain't trying to,
Let me see if I have 5. Angela Bassett, because that is my queen.
Blood, please, yes.
I love my queen. Mahershala Ali, because he is just fabulous. Yeah. Giancarlo as well. I love him.
Yeah.
That's what, Tree?
Yeah.
Okay, I have to give a special shout out to Oliver Samuels because
Why does that sound familiar?
Jamaican actor, comedian. He does the plays, I love him because he inspires me. He inspires me so much. He inspires me when I write. I write plays, and he's a comedic actor. He is also very. Oh. Am I here?
Right.
Oh, I'm officially here now?
Yeah. Fuck that. Fuck that. My bad, guys.
I would have did my hair. Oh, my goodness.
Again, this is Amanda Hunt, everybody.
Hi, everyone. I said Oliver, Angela, of course. I feel like I have them, but if I'm trying to think now. Okay. Mahershala, love him.
Yeah, that's God.
Giancarlo.
Mr. Oliver.
Mr. Oliver.
You had to watch me. You want to watch it.
Okay.
You had to watch me when he was little.
Oh my gosh, wait, how can I forget the incomparable Diane Carroll? I love Diane Carroll because she is just elegant. But wait, Eartha Kitt. I can't forget Eartha Kitt.
No, you can't. Go. She got 2 Mount Rushmore.
No, I love these people. They inspire me so much. And like with Diane Carroll, she makes me say, okay, girl, relax.
Yeah.
Settle in. Now go. There's those people who just everybody inspires me in different ways. And I have so many more of these people who I would love to work with one day.
That's going into one of the next things I want to talk about.
You could do that right now.
To work with them one day.
Yeah, you can start right now.
Go ahead.
Go.
Well, who are these people? Because that's what we were going to actually
3
go
quick
into.
that I would love to work with right now.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh, I want to go toe to toe with Mahershala Ali.
See, that's something.
Like I need that. I need that seat.
He's a god right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I feel like that would be a master class going toe to toe with Mahershala. Jessica Lange. I know. I hope I'm saying her last name right. I know she was in American Horror Story.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just feel like she's so fierce.
Okay.
And she would just, it'd be school.
You'd be able to go
a test.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope it would be a challenge.
Even though it's still will be a learning experience. Everything we do is a learning
everything
experience.
is a learning experience.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. And this is just because I really want to do this, but Michael B. Jordan, because I want to be in Creed 4 so bad.
Do you think he'll do another one? Because
I'm not even like talking about just like acting wise or anything. It's just the fact that I want to be in Creed 4.
Yeah.
And I want to, I didn't get to answer the question like, what do you want to do? I want to be in comedies and I want to be in very serious things and the art house films. But I want to do an action film. I want to play a superhero.
Get the blicky.
I want to play a boxer. I want to be in the Marvel movies. I want to do things that are going to challenge me physically.
Yes.
Like I want to jump off a building. Like,
do it now because when you get older, you cannot do it.
Nah, don't say that. Tom Cruise out here traveling on airplanes and helicopters. He's 60,000 years old.
Yeah, Tom Cruise battle. That's true. Come through on the couch.
He's more physical than half the people half his age.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he is.
Got to take insurance out on himself because he didn't jump out of the airplane. Don't do that, kids. Bet on yourself. Bet on you. Nobody else is gonna bet on you. Bet on you first.
That's facts. That's big.
That was a perfect last answer. Is what I was gonna ask you.
Oh, here we go. Talk about it.
Other than it's not a biopic, but it's kind of in that realm of what you have produced.
Yeah.
Is there a genre that is not associated with that you would want to make? Like, let's say action, thriller, or whatever.
Yes, I want to do horror. Like,
yes,
baby.
Yeah, I'm writing one now.
Okay.
It's called Photos of the Fog, and it takes place in Mississippi, where I went to school at.
Oh,
and
damn, I ain't going there.
Yeah.
That atmosphere.
Yeah.
Nah,
it's based on like some very real things that happen there that not a lot of people know about, but it's based now and like nowadays.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too much into it, but that genre, horror, thriller, kind of mystery.
Yeah.
That's what it's at.
That's all 3 months.
Yeah, that's my type of
Word.
Haunting in Venice type.
It's like,
Yeah.
And those movies are, to put it in urban, they're just swaggy.
Yeah.
With the right, like you said, you got Glass Onion and pick any like in style and whatever, because that movie, I say the first one is better. Knives Out.
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I didn't actually like
it's okay, but
that one as much.
The visuals of it is like
it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's like
it was very, very well done. Yeah.
The wardrobe, everybody just whatever that outfit Leslie Odom had on. That
I swear,
please,
I swear, Leo. Leslie Odom be cooking though. I ain't gonna lie, he be cooking though. He be cooking. I don't know. Yeah, that's clearly what it is. His shit be fitting too well, bro.
Jeans. He's in a green velvet tuxedo. I'm like, yo,
it be blowing my mind, bro. I'm like, yo, that's too real, bro. You ain't gotta look. You ain't gotta.
Are you telling them that you're gonna do this? When you violate them like that?
Right.
But yeah, you're right. There's probably some theater too.
Yeah. So that's definitely on my list. The only thing with those movies is they're expensive to make. Yep. So that's why I've been making these really low budget based in Queens movies. But I'm writing that to hopefully sell a screenplay or something like that, so somebody could pick it up. Yeah.
So Monkey Paw.
Yeah. Jordan Peele. Oh yeah, I should have put Jordan Peele on my list, but I hope a dream would be to sell that to him. Yeah, that would be hard.
I like Jordan. I really go ahead.
With that being said, do you have 3 directors or writers that you would like to collaborate with?
Definitely Jordan Peele. It's a bunch. I'm trying to think if it's different from the other list that I gave. I think it would be the top 5. It would be those, but I would also add Jordan Peele in there. Like he's someone who I would trust with. Like, all right, I can write the script and just pass it off to you because I know he'd do right by it. Yeah.
Okay, I could definitely get with that. I mean, I do. I just like his vision more than like he could. Okay, so what was it? Nope.
Yeah,
I liked the movie, but I didn't love the movie as much as I wanted to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I just love his vision is just very different.
Yeah.
He's not like what's M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah. When M. Night Shyamalan first started, I was like, yeah, he has something. Then he fell off a cliff. Yeah. And I was like, wow. But Jordan Peele, he is very consistent. You saw Candyman?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I thought it was good. I think the original was better. I don't know if there needed to be another one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was good. I think Jordan Peele in general, his blessing and his curse is that he came out the gate with Get Out, because everything is going to be compared to that, and you're only going to get one of those like generational movies. Well, so yeah, it's tough to compare everything to that. I think his other movies were solid, but obviously Get Out is all time classic.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, would you ever jump in front of the camera?
Nah. I do a cameo or something like that. Yeah. But that's about it.
On some M. Night Shyamalan shit?
Yeah. I know my limitations.
Right.
Too much on the Jon Favreau.
Nah.
No casting.
No casting. Nah. Okay. So like with, let's say, because in the sense of he got game, right? With the Great Spike. He got Ray Allen into it. Ray Allen was not an actor.
Yeah.
Not even close to being an actor. He was just untapped potential, and he was just great at what he did. He was extremely skilled. But he actually made that movie better than it probably, because it was so raw, and you could like feel how raw of an actor he was.
Yeah.
And I actually think that came off way better if they got a great actor to play the role, but the physical, it wasn't there, so it put everything over the top. So would you ever, I'm gonna go and keep digging, but I mean, you would never do that, right?
I would do maybe the hooping part if you just need like somebody to be out there hooping, but if you need somebody to carry the film, nah, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I just know my limitations.
Right.
Like, and I know what I'm looking for in an actor, and I'm like, I can't deliver that to somebody's film. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay. So like, all right, now when it comes to speaking about who you got game, Ray Allen. Now, sports wise, okay, I got it. I can't have you at the crib and not talk about basketball. I'm sorry. Right. I really can't, bro. I can't. What do you think about the state of the basketball right now, as far as how can I put this? The lack of defense. What do you how do you can you unpack how does that? I mean, obviously it was a business. I think it was more so a business move from obviously. I was gonna say David Stern, Adam Silver, rule changes and such. I didn't think the rule changes made it this bad. So like yesterday, I'm pretty sure you realized that the Lakers scored 87 in the first half.
Yep.
And the New Orleans Pelicans had 76. It's not like 87. They had 87. The other team had like 40 or 30. Nobody was playing defense. Nobody. So it was just out there just hooping like it was a rec center league, bro. I was like, this is crazy. And it's not like they were checking up threes. It wasn't like they were checking up threes and there was Steph on the floor, or you know what I'm saying? It just felt, or Dame or Trae Young. It felt like I'm watching. I was like, this is ugly basketball.
Yeah.
It's not pretty anymore. I hate to say that. Like, it's not like hard work. Like, what do you do? What do you really, how do you view basketball today? Because you still play.
Yeah. It's tough. Like, I agreed. I think it's a blatant attempt to monetize the game more, because it's just the assumption that everybody wants to see offense, and it's an attempt to make the game more international and make it appeal more to like the European players coming in and all of that stuff. So I really only sit down and lock in on games now when it comes playoff time, like when players have something to play for. I would prefer to watch college these days.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I'll watch a game if it's on, but it is tough to watch because it turns into a layup line, 3-point shootout kind of thing. So my preference is like 2010s, 2000s basketball, where this still, you still got skilled guys, but guys are actually trying to defend, and you don't see that now. So
no,
yeah.
So I mean, who are you more so? I know you're not a Knicks tape dude.
I like the Knicks as a team, but my team's always been OKC.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Oh, you a Russell Westbrook fan back in the day?
Westbrook. I used to be a KD fan. I don't like KD no more. But yeah.
Is it because of the Warriors thing, bro? Come on.
Nah, it's just because of like who he's became. Like he to me, he just be, I don't know. He just do too much now.
I hear you. I hear you. Okay. See, like Shy is he's a baller, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shy is a baller. Mm-hmm. Now I was thinking. This is random. I just thought about this the other day. What do you think about Giannis leaving Milwaukee? No. But he clearly isn't as happy as he was even the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Like they were saying, what if he? I'm just saying. Nobody said this because I think his contract's up 27-28. But I think it's 27-28. What if he went to OKC?
It would depend if physically he's still Giannis. If we talking about 2028, I mean, it would be nice if it was him now, but we'll see. But yeah, I think that Giannis is going through what a lot of stars go through. It's like at first you're just happy to be here and you're doing your thing or whatever. But now he's becoming more of like, I don't want to say a diva, but I'm pretty sure he has something to do with getting rid of the coach. And
had to,
he had to. So hopefully we don't see an ugly situation with him. But yeah, I would want him on my team, of course. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who's the players you look for more? Like the top, let's say you're 5 that you would definitely watch on a regular basis if you had the time to.
The players,
because that's what it's become now. A lot of people aren't team oriented. They're more I watch these players.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, and be like that though.
Yeah. I mean, Jason, I like Jason Tatum. I like Shy's game. I like following Wemby because I want to see what he's gonna do with his career. I'm rooting for him because it just seems set up for him to fail. So many people are hating on him because of stuff that he didn't ask for. Like he didn't ask to be who he is. So I'm just rooting for him. Who else? Honestly, anybody who's a two-way player too, like I like that. I like players who defend and are dogs. So yeah.
Okay, so you're like a Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Paul George is he's not the dog he was before.
Yeah. Guys like Paul George, Kawhi, they more so in the beginning of their career they were really locking up. Now they're kind of leaning towards the offense.
Yeah. Okay. You were around when Danny Granger was...
Yeah, when he was the man on the Pacers.
He was cooking motherfuckers. Okay. I see that. I mean, my thing is I am absolutely for two-way players. I love guards.
Yeah.
Guards that show the ability, more skill than natural talent or ability. Like Kyrie. I cannot not watching Kyrie makes me want to play ball, so I don't watch it because you know what I'm saying? My arm, I can barely raise my arm right now. My back hurt. It's too much. So like Kyrie is so okay. I was watching Instagram, obviously this is what happens when you're on Instagram. And you just scroll, and you realize there's highlights and they're playing like classical music.
Yeah.
Okay. What players do you think, or does it even translate if you put jazz into it?
Ooh, that's great. It's funny you said Kyrie because Kyrie's the first person that comes to mind.
It's so crazy because it's so it's like uber skill. It's like almost too much skill.
Yes, it's precise. And that's jazz. Even though it's very loose jazz, but it you have to be good. For it to translate. And that's Kyrie. Kyrie does not. He really doesn't play with precision, but he plays with the most precision.
Yeah, he doesn't waste any movement.
And he doesn't waste any movement. So it's just that's
yeah.
And there's so much highs and lows, jazz. Same with I just never seen anybody really steal the ball from Kyrie. So it's like when you watch it, like who would you is there anybody besides Kyrie that you would say?
Let's see. No.
He's like, He's like metal.
One thing. I love Russell Westbrook because he's married to a black woman.
Oh, damn. So we just going to get right into that one.
My favorite players are the ones who are married to a black woman.
So LeBron.
I love Savannah.
Okay. I just love LeBron because I love LeBron.
That had nothing to do with LeBron, by the way. That had nothing to do with LeBron.
I like it. She's like,
she's like, yeah. I'll tell you what, LeBron. Oh,
Savannah has been dropped. How much?
Give it to
Savannah Man? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, the Savannah Man.
Oh, okay.
I just like the fact that they've been together for so long.
Yeah.
And today where
That's
it's
tough
so
today.
fickle, it's super tough, and it's nowadays, you know, it's like everything that you do would kind of get. You thinking about it too, right? Everything you do would kind of get pinpointed, and you know you get ridiculed and all that. LeBron has found a way. LeBron, you are a genius, bro.
Yeah,
you have found a way to not get wrapped into a lot of shit.
He has good people around him.
He does.
Sense.
Yes, he does. He definitely does.
Right.
And his wife is a big part of that.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree. Yeah.
Of course.
His black woman.
Why she whisper that and then look at the camera? Did y'all catch that? Bruh. He's all right. No, I agree. What do you think of if you on this? If you on this, man, we might as well fucking talk about it. What do you think about Dirk Nowitzki?
You said who?
With Dirk Nowitzki.
What about him?
His wife is black. As a matter of fact, she African.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yo, he be coming through with the leftovers, bro,
right,
in a plate. There's no plastic with a plate with Reynolds.
Right.
That dude was a goat, bro.
Shout out to Dirk, man.
He chose for the food. He chose. Well, go ahead, man. What you saying?
I'm still in the jazz thing.
Me too.
me
I was
too.
in
thinking
my
about
head,
it.
like the players. Think like a Shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
De'Aaron
shifty
Fox?
enough. De'Aaron Fox, there's enough like ferocity with De'Aaron Fox.
Let's say that's more. It's a lot more finesse you needed for the to put in front of a jazz instrumental.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of finesse guys.
There's not.
Nah, there's really not. I mean, even Luka's not.
I think
as
Paul George
finesse.
might be one of them too.
Paul George
Yeah,
is still-
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
A younger Paul George, more so. But now I found like he was, from what I've been watching, he's more of a let me just step back instead kind of guy, and that kind of is that's like Luka. Luka he's an extremely talented, amazing, but he is a one-dimensional offensive player.
Yeah.
He cannot play off ball. We talked about this on our podcast already. He can't play off ball. So you just basically got a Caucasian Kyrie. But Kyrie can play off ball better than Luka. It's not even close.
Yeah, I think a lot of the same stuff that Harden got bashed for is what Luka's getting praised for now. Yeah.
Yo, exactly. How much times he dribbled that damn ball in one play? It's kind of disgusting. Mind you, both of them did at a very high clips and extremely don't. I mean, they were extremely talented.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. So like, what players are you looking forward in the next 5 years? Who do you think is going to be actual MVP? Let's say 4 years from now.
The first person that came to mind is Anthony Edwards.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, baby, yes, yes, baby.
Hey man, I could put him on your soundtrack. I could put him in
Oh yeah, because
he's power and finesse.
yeah.
A lot more drums in that soundtrack.
Yes, it's a lot of drums. He got a lot of drums.
Yeah.
Standing up, a lot of guys screaming. Like,
You know who kind of he remind me of, and I've heard somebody else say this: 84 Jordan.
84 Jordan.
Or
Wow.
85
Yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah.
I've been hearing the Jordan
It's
thing
like
a lot.
85 Jordan.
for the jump shots.
Still
What
had
do you
the
think?
Puka. Still had the
Yeah,
Puka
and even with the jump shots, he got a little fadeaway, little post game.
Still had the show.
Yeah, nah, he has a lot of that. He has the hang time, the post game, and just the confidence and all of that.
Yeah, that's what. And he
That is very vital. That confidence point. Is
he looks like he enjoys playing the game.
He's
Right,
friendly.
and that's
talking
rare.
to the team. You see him talking to his he's what's it him and Luka.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's like,
Yeah,
yo, get back to the game. Get back to the game. Stick these. He's so jump. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, that's a good.
yeah. He's the first one that comes to mind as an MVP candidate. I don't really know outside of that I can really vouch for MVP.
Yeah,
I go for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, for the most part, you got anything? I want to give him these sorrows. To be honest with you,
Oh, that's love.
I want to make sure these are definitely to have and keep and to hold and cherish and drink.
Oh man.
This
Yo, we
is
appreciate y'all.
for of course. This is my mom made them. My mom, she ain't here to talk about, but she is she's the greatest First, she's the greatest mom I could have ever have asked for, but she also is the best cook there is known to me. I know y'all got moms and stuff. I know. They probably good too. They know where stuff is in the kitchen, maybe. But I'm saying it's like she is tremendous. Mm-hmm. She's amazing. Like she absolutely is terrific. If she was here, she probably won't jump on the camera still. But these are definitely yours both. Mind you, this is
thank you.
They didn't
faces.
Yeah,
faces. Oh, this is hard.
Thank you.
Of course.
This is dope.
Of course.
Thank you.
Of course.
Of course. This is what we're here for. This is supposed to be
get all the sticks off the bottom. The sticks
I just want to definitely say, please, if you have not read this book or if you have not watched his film, just do it.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard. Just fuck it. You go on Amazon anyway. Just
facts.
You on Netflix,
Amazon,
Hulu, one of
Google.
them. Exactly. Find the book. I know reading is kind of like a 2000 thing, I guess. But
that's for old people.
I fear for you, right? The youth then. But like but when it comes down to talent, this is a talented read, bro. It's very talented. What do you guys have? I know you kind of touched on it individually. I'll go with you, Tyrel, first. What do you have in the future planned? Is it something you can say?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Besides the upcoming horror.
Right. Besides that, because I know we talked kind of off about the basketball thing, but
the strange thing with film is it's hard to project or say like I'm going to do this next, because so much of it is like if the finances come in, like I had to raise over $50,000 to make this film, so the money has to be there. But I'm always writing. I have the horror script that I mentioned. I have a basketball script that I wrote that I really want to make that, just because of the obvious, like, that's
more to your heart.
Connection.
That would be the most personal film that I would make would be that one. But one way that I'm trying to make sure I guarantee that my stories get told is through putting it in books now, because I can, regardless of the money, I can make sure that I make the book. So I'm also, my plan is to write a novel version of the horror as well. So check out, stay tuned for that. And other than that, just know that I'm just gonna keep working, keep putting things out there, and just keep an eye out for me. Yeah.
Thank you. Go ahead, Amin.
Well, you never really know what the future holds. But as for me and what I know I can do, I have a one-person show called Coconuts, and I did it for my senior thesis when I was graduating from college, and it was 15 minutes. And it's about my journey coming to America in grade 8 and dealing with the American school system and just figuring out that it's not what you see on TV, and everything doesn't really cost $19.99. It's a comedy. And so right now I'm working on expanding it into a full-length show.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes, so it's still going to be a one-person show. But
say it one more time for the people.
It's called Coconuts. And I really hope that I can perform it in a theater in New York later this year, because I performed it in DC, the shorter version.
Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully it'll be coming to a theater in New York this year.
That's beautiful.
You can check out the short version on YouTube. You can put in Coconuts, Amanda Morris, and you'll see the college version of it. Yeah. And you can also see her on Hulu on a show called Saint X too.
Thank you, Tyrel. Oh man, like I'm a husband. I'm gonna do this the right way. Fuck y'all. All right. I'm clearly gonna put it in the comments. I'll probably see if the editor can put it like right here. Yeah. Right here, sir. Yes, I am very, very proud of you. You've come a very long way from cooking everybody in St. Clair's Park. I'm very proud, and I'm glad you found your better half. It is a lot of people don't, and especially not at your age.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I always wanted to get you on the couch with the bros. Thank you very much, guys. This is On the Couch. This is the South Side, Sound of Southside. Please,
yes,
fucking see the movie.
Check it out. Check it out.
We will talk to y'all later. Thank you very much.
Later.
Peace.
Thank you. Peace.